In the second half of 2025, we do expect some major catalysts for the CRO token, and all of these catalysts can bring the CRO token back to the $1 level. But what are these catalysts we are talking about? Well guys, I would say let's strap in and let's find out. This video is sponsored by Obsidian Swap, the most advanced place to make trades on the Cronos chain. Based on the Crypto.com and Cronos Labs roadmap, there are some very exciting updates coming for CRO in 2025, and I put them here in this tweet. We have the staked CRO ETF approval, we have the native Cronos stablecoin, and we have the quarterly burn implementation. In yesterday's video, we talked in detail about the ETF approval and how we get there, but I also want to talk in this video about the native Cronos stablecoin and also about the quarterly burn implementation. And guys, not many people know about this yet, so you guys are now one of the first to get this little bit of alpha. So don't forget to really hit the like button and of course subscribe for more videos. But let's get started with that Cronos stablecoin. You can find the Crypto.com stablecoin on the Crypto.com roadmap, and it is planned for Q3 of 2025. And with July being over already almost, it is coming rather soon, I would say, if it is still going according to plan. But what is this Crypto.com stablecoin exactly like? Well, in the AMA by Chris Marszalek, he's talking about 1S, 1C, 1 second, 1 cent. And we can also find that in the banking slot here. So they want to use their stablecoin also to make transfers for banking a lot easier. 1 second, 1 cent for global transfers, powered by the Crypto.com stablecoin. But again, 1S, 1C. And remember that name because you can see that also in a lot of different things. For example, their website. Their website, 1s1c.global, is not yet live, but you can see a new digital dollar does await coming soon. I would say coming very soon. Even a while back, we can see this tweet here. They actually had a LinkedIn page. The LinkedIn page is now deleted, but you can see here 1S1C, founded in 2025. The 1S1C is the issuer of the USD1 stablecoin. So the potential name of this stablecoin is going to be USD1. It's going to be a MiCA compliant stablecoin that enables global transactions with 1 second and 1 cent. And 1S1C is powered by Crypto.com, a cryptocurrency platform trusted by over 100 million users worldwide, and the industry leader in the regulatory compliance, security, and privacy. So guys, again, this page has now been deleted, but I think it is still very much relevant. Another source that confirms the USD1 stablecoin can be found here. The EU approves 15 stablecoins under the MiCA regulation, and one of those 15 tokens is here, Crypto.com and 1S1C with USD1. And this was mentioned by Patrick Hansen, who is the Senior Director of the EU strategy at Circle. I would say quite a reliable source. I do have to mention though that recently we did see the launch of this token here, the World Liberty Financial US Dollar. So also a stablecoin with the ticker USD1. And what is interesting about this stablecoin is that it's launched by a member of the Trump family. And typically I would say Crypto.com is quite close to the Trump family due to the ETF with Trump Media and Truth Social. But here we do have the USD1 token that is not by Crypto.com. And the interesting thing about this token though is it does not have any approval in the EU for the MiCA bill. So the question is, will they continue with the same ticker or will they launch with a different ticker as well? I do have to mention though, there is no trademark on USD1 because it's simply too common. It's US dollar and a 1, so no trademark given for this ticker. Anyways, a lot of background information about the stablecoin, but why is USD1 so bullish for the CRO token specifically? Well, that goes back to how the stablecoin will be operated, because we did mention 1 second, 1 cent, and that 1 cent is needed for the gas fees because the stablecoin will natively be traded on the Cronos chain. So on the Cronos chain, we'll see a lot of transactions happening with the USD1 stablecoin. And every time you send one of those stablecoins, well, you got to pay a little bit of CRO as the gas fee. And because we will get a lot more of those transactions I do expect more demand also for the CRO token. And of course, the more demand we get for something, the higher the price can potentially go. So guys, I would say the stablecoin is a huge catalyst for the Cronos token, but let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. Okay, but so far the native Cronos stablecoin USD1. What about the quarterly burn implementation? Well guys, let's talk about that after a quick word of today's sponsor. Obsidian Finance is more than just a platform to make trades. They do have all major pairs on Cronos, but you can also now do your own research directly on the platform. If you go to the analytics page, you will find a bubble map with all the hot trending tokens. And the bigger the bubble, the hotter it is. So currently, guys, you can see, for example, the Frogs token is quite big. So you can click on the bubble and you can start trading directly on the Cronos chain. Check out Obsidian Swap in the link in the description down below. Anyways, let's continue with the Cronos Burn implementation. And we can see that here on the Cronos roadmap. So not the Crypto.com roadmap, the Cronos roadmap. And it is here in Q3 and Q4 of 2025. The new token burn based on price and also block size. But then what is this token burn all about? And we can find a bit more details here in the Cronos zkEVM documentation. A link will of course be in the description down below. But I find this image quite interesting. The Cronos chain tries to attract more developers, and with that they hope that more developers are creating more dApps. And with more dApps they expect more transactions on the Cronos chain, and all those transactions will increase the block size. And with more block size, they want to burn more tokens, etc, etc, etc. The more tokens that we burn, the higher the price of CRO should become. And the higher the CRO price becomes, well, they expect to bring in more mindshare. More mindshare, more users, and again, more devs, more dApps, more mindshare, more users, etc, etc, etc. But then how will this token burn look like? Well, according to this picture here, you can find that the quarterly burn formula will be based on price and block size. So the amount of burns determined on price and block size. And when I saw this, I immediately had to think about the BNB implementation of how they burn tokens. And BNB is the token linked to the Binance exchange. And the BNB token has become absolutely huge, partially thanks to the auto burn mechanism. You can find it here. Here we have the quarterly auto burn. And it also has a formula. The formula for BNB is the burn is based on N times 250 divided by P plus K. And here is the number of blocks, total blocks produced. The P here is the average price of BNB. So basically, the more blocks we get, the more burns. However, the higher the price gets, the less we burn of the BNB token. I imagine we don't have any exact details yet for the Cronos burn implementation, but I expect it to be somewhat the same. However, N in this case, not the total amount of blocks produced, but the total block size. The total block size then is impacted by, well, the amount of transactions, because the more we transact on the Cronos chain, the bigger the blocks will become. That's basically how the Cronos chain works. As mentioned, we're still waiting on the full details regarding the burn, but if we get them, of course, I will update you as quickly as possible. But I can see this as a really bullish catalyst, because you might have even heard about this big unburn event that is bringing a lot more tokens into circulation month by month. But with a good burn implementation, we can basically offset the complete inflation in due time as well. And especially due to this whole formula based on price, we can burn a lot during the bear market. So also the price in the bear market can somewhat be sustained, like what we have seen with BNB. So overall, I would say it is a really bullish concept, but we do need more details. Anyways, now you know a lot more about the major catalyst for CRO, and the stablecoin will be the first catalyst to come. And I do believe it will be coming rather soon as well. So maybe, guys, that catalyst will bring us, for example, to the 20 cent level. Then we might see a bit of a retrace, but after that news, we quickly will get more details about the burn that can bring us maybe to this level. And finally, the final peak probably might be due to the ETF approval that brings us to the high of this cycle. But of course, that's a bit speculative, but I think that's kind of how the cycle is going to play out. And I am getting very, very bullish. Just thinking, guys, because not many people know about this. Only the people that do check the roadmaps, that do check the videos, that are here kind of daily checking in what's happening with the chain, with the roadmap, those people are in the know. But there are a lot of people that still are in the dark about all these crazy developments. It does kind of feel like $2.71 is programmed, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. If you have more questions though, do let me know in the comments down below and we'll try to answer them. Or if you have any questions for a new video, also of course leave them in the comments down below. Having said that, don't forget to hit the like button, strap in for future developments, and don't forget to also check out this video because I made this video about the ETFs and that will be a major catalyst as well.